Hi there, it's Marsha. Welcome to Mondays with Marsha. This is the going to be the beginning of January, and I'm doing a collective reading for 2023. Let me just tell you what I've pulled out. So I just want you to take what resonates, leave the rest. So I'm using the Guardian's Tale spread from the Guardian Tarot, which is by, and I'm going to give you that too, Beth Seilonen. So I pulled 10 cards, and out of those 10 cards, 5 of them are major arcana. But let me just, every card represents a question. And it's an interesting, sort of like a T of 4 cards at the top, a strip down the middle, and then 4 cards on the bottom. But we start in the center and work our way up and down and then across at the top. So I've put in a little graphic so that you can follow along. The first card, there's a question, and the question is, what is at the heart of the situation? What is the main concern? And I drew the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, let me just, sorry, I've got the wrong file. So the King of Pentacles, which looks like this, give you that little card there. He beckons from the distance, a guiding light to expand your mind and be aware of opportunities that are opening up to move you along on your soul's purpose. You need to take the chance to move through this moment and face the journey that awaits, and embrace each task as each helps you grow spiritually. So that's this King of Pentacles. The second card I chose was for the question, how do your thoughts influence the situation? And I got the card of Death in the protection position. So that is the card of Death, and it was upside down in this position. So you have fears, and perhaps you have created a situation of fear by giving it constant attention or belief. The only way to fix it or let it go is to let it go with acceptance. Opening up to communication with your feelings, with those it affects, can have a positive turnaround on the situation. Okay. The third card, the question is, how do I gain strength from the situation? And I pulled the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is an interesting card. It has 2 phoenixes rising up in the infinity symbol. So let me just read what the card says. The 2 symbolic phoenixes arise to encircle the guardian in an infinite evolutionary energy. As knowledge and experience evoke change to thoughts and beliefs, you will become more insightful and compassionate to the world. Okay. And now the third card. I'm just pulling it up. So the third card is, how do you gain strength from the situation? And I pulled the card. Oops. Hang on a second. That was the Two of Swords. We just did that. So, the fourth card is, this is a long reading. How can past life lessons help in the situation? And the card I pulled was the Hermit. So, this card signifies that you need time for you. Do not be afraid to set boundaries with others. Take as much time as you need. And the fifth card, what are the current life lessons you are learning from the situation? I pulled the High Priestess. So this card for you is to manifest your higher self, your God or goddess within. Listen to your own inner wisdom. You know the right course of action. Let go of what others speak, as it is not of your best interest. It's in theirs. Okay? And then the sixth card I pulled, the question is, what are the future life lessons I need to prepare for during this current concern? And I pulled the moon, but I pulled it in the protection position. So you will need to be ever vigilant, listening closely to the messages given to you by your intuition, as they are bound to be profound. Now, let me just make sure I got the right card. So the seventh card is, the question is, how can the divine help you proceed through a situation? And the card I pulled was the World. So the World, is going down so I can keep track of where I'm at. This guardian watches as a piece of the once collective social consciousness, which no longer is relevant, departs from our current reality, leaving behind a space of new consciousness to emerge. Old ideas that once held belief in your mind are now leaving your consciousness. They no longer serve the world in which you are now experiencing. The eighth card, which is, how do others help you through the situation? I pulled the Eight of Swords in the protective position. So this is the Eight of Swords, and in the protective position, it's like that. Be sure to give correspondence your absolute attention. Approach with an open mind and be conscious on how your words may cause misunderstanding or miscommunications. Proofread your response before writing or speaking. The ninth card, we're almost there, guys. What is the outcome of applying this assistance to the situation? And I pulled the King of Wands, which is in the right position. Consider for a moment the state of the current affairs in your life, both positive and negative. The end results for each can alter vastly depending on how you choose to see the situation. There is a certain amount of power in choosing how you approach the matter that creates new reality, enabling you to achieve your new potential. So, this is a very positive, creative card, actually. And then the 10th card is, how does the help from others affect the situation? And the card that was pulled was the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles, the guardian supports those who adhere to their nature and inner truth, live by their words and demonstrate through their actions. Abide by the words that you have taken to represent your own. Revel and cherish in being unified with others who share in your sentiment. I noticed half the cards drawn were major arcana cards, which tells me that you're being spiritually guided at this time. And, someone's looking out for you as well. Maybe you're, either through Ascended Masters or ancestors from the past. So be aware of your thoughts and feelings and actions at this time. We have a full moon in Cancer on January 7th. It's really a time to reflect and reconsider our approaches at this time. Allow yourself time to consider the options opening up to you. Trust yourself, as you will choose what intuitively is best for you at this time. We are stepping into a new reality, and certainly we are learning more about ourselves, which will influence our future. Be kind and loving to you and those around you at this time, and remember, we mirror each other to help us grow, and we can take away some amazing gold nuggets that will help us on our journey. I expect 2023, our great year ahead, that there will be a lot of opportunities. Start with setting a new year intention, a plan, a mantra that you would like to see flourish during this year. Keep it simple, open-ended, and truthful. And I will be posting something on this. I think it will be probably on Wednesday, instead of doing a quote or an affirmation, I'm going to use the intention as being the way to set you up so that you can start to think about what you want to intend this year. Thanks again for listening. All the best for 2023 and 23. I know your life is going to be amazing. So stay tuned and we'll keep you posted for next week, okay? Have a great week.